Hey, what's up everybody? This is Daniel Landsman with 50 Days of Data. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's episode we're going to be speaking about data costs and server constraints. This is a huge problem that's coming up in the ecosystem right now and wanted to bring it to light and talk about it a little more with you guys. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. It's been great making these videos so far, and hopefully you guys are getting as much out of them as I am. To get into it, business teams and tech teams now need to be very conscious of how they are partitioning their servers, their server costing, and planning for future expansion, because some of the businesses that I know about are actually racking up hundreds of thousands of dollars in server costs per month. So the more data that you have, obviously you can negotiate for a little bit better of a rate, but that doesn't change the fact that you're still going to need a ton of servers to process and store all of that data. So storing data is relatively cheap. Processing data actually becomes quite expensive. So something to think about is, how is all of the processing architecture structured within your business? The reason that I say this is because if you're taking in a fire hose of data and analyzing all of it in real time, that's going to be a lot more expensive than just taking in that fire hose of data, dumping it into an S3 bucket or something like that, and then bringing it back out and analyzing it later. But if you remember what I said in some of my other videos, that you have to try to strike a balance between when you're analyzing the data and how useful that data is to actually act on that data. I'm a believer that, acting on data sooner rather than later is better, but it's also more expensive. And, having a background in quant finance, you need to also make it so that the business is profitable. And it might be the best thing to analyze the data and act on it immediately, but for your particular business or whatever your needs are, it might not be the best thing. So it's something to definitely think about, and just want to reiterate that making sure that you have enough capacity as well is also something to be hyper conscious of. I've personally had situations where I've been working with a business and we've started scaling up really quickly, almost too quickly, and auto scaling from some of the internet providers hasn't kept up effectively, and it brought the whole system down, and I was literally losing $10,000 an hour, something like that. And this is something that may or may not affect your personal business, but if you're running a business with large data and large scale, you got to make sure that the auto scaling features are set up correctly, and you guys should be running them at 59 minutes if you don't know already, because you get billed for that 60th minute. Just throwing it out there as a little tidbit. Hopefully it's helpful. And you want to make sure that you're capable of handling a 2x spike of traffic, or a 3x spike of traffic if absolutely necessary, because you want to make sure that your business is able to continue running through that, because that could just be making you a ton of money right there. If your business goes down, then maybe your alarms go off and you're an engineer and you're sleeping, and now you got to wake up and fix stuff. That's not really fun either. So just wanted to make sure that that's on your guys' mind, and hopefully you're finding the data service agreements that you have already in place helpful. There's a ton of guys out there. Some people I know are refurbishing high frequency trading boxes and selling them for 25%. By no means is this a plug. I'm just saying that everybody's moving to the cloud, but sometimes owning your own hardware is actually the better way to go. I'm not advocating for one or the other, so all you guys who are dissenters about owning your own hardware and it takes more people, etc., like, that might be right for some people. So just trying to expose you guys to information. That's the purpose here, and trying to keep it high level. So if you like what I'm saying, again, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and give me a shout. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Talk tomorrow. Cheers.